Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first live interview for our Around the World event. We have the privilege today of meeting an aircraft engineer. So we have landed in Madagascar, where we are about to meet an MAF man, a Mission Aviation Fellowship man. So unfortunately, Steve wasn't able to join us for this interview. Steve, my husband, is a pilot, and we were missionaries in Papua New Guinea for 4 years with Mission Aviation Fellowship. So unfortunately, we don't get to experience the bumpy landing or the beautiful surroundings as we have landed here in Madagascar, but we are privileged to be able to talk to Fanova. I believe I have the correct pronunciation. And thank you, Fanova, and welcome. How are you today?
Oh, thank you, Camila. I'm good today. Fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. It's a privilege to be able to talk to you. And I believe that you have been an aircraft maintenance man for a while now. You are an apprentice. And so we just want to give people an opportunity to also just ask questions as we're speaking. So if there's anybody who has a question, I must just mention that you can pop it down under the comments below and there will be somebody to answer your question. So, Fanova, what are some of the highlights of your job in the hangar?
Thank you for the question. Well, as an aircraft mechanic, basically what we do is maintain the aircraft, MAF aircraft. We have them about three here. One is still under a big maintenance, but the two are operating already. So basically, we do scheduled maintenance in the hangar, but sometimes so we have unscheduled maintenance. That's when there are some defects on the aircraft and we have to maintain or to repair it immediately in order to have them all operating because we need to have them operating all the time for our customers. So basically, what we do is maintaining aircraft, and when we don't have maintenance going on, we would just read books, read manuals, and deal with paperwork and so on. So that's all I can say.
How did you become a part of the Mission Aviation Fellowship family?
My story with MAF started back in 2014 when I was recruited as a logistics officer. I heard from a friend that MAF was looking for a logistics officer, so I applied for the job and thank God I was recruited. And then after a few years, 3 years after that, the program manager and the chief engineer and my logistics manager came to me with an idea whether I would be interested in working as an aircraft mechanic. So that's when the story with the maintenance department started. But I can say that before I always wanted to work in an organization, in a Christian organization, to be able to serve people, Malagasy people who are in need of that mission. So I was very happy to become part of the team at that time.
There must be some very remote airstrips in Madagascar. Have you had the opportunity of going and repairing or assisting on repairing an aircraft at a remote village?
We have plenty of remote airstrips in Madagascar, actually. Since the time I moved to the maintenance department. I think it happened once when we had to go and repair the aircraft on the field because it made a hard landing. The landing gear, there was a problem with the landing gear, so we had to go and repair it in place before being able to move it to the hangar. And that was a little bit a challenge because you need to be fast enough because we have only one airstrip in the international airport. We have only one airway, so you need to get the airplane out of the runway as fast as possible. So that's one big challenge I faced with the maintenance department. But I had, of course, the chance to see other remote airstrips in the villages, but just joining the pilots, not for maintenance purpose.
Great. What are some of the things that you really enjoy about working with Mission Aviation Fellowship?
I think every single time you spend with MAF Aviation Fellowship it's always a good time to spend every single minute with MAF because it's a Christian organization, and what else can you have to as your tool to serve the people of God? I think every day is a time to enjoy with MAF Mission Aviation Fellowship for me. But of course, we would have some fellowship here in the hangar, joining with all the MAF team and organizing some days of prayers, which is very helpful to get together and praise the Lord. So I think all those moments are something that are really unforgettable for me, and I think many more are still to come.
Absolutely. Certainly with MAF, with our experience, it's not a job. It certainly is a role and a purpose and a job with a calling. Not a job, a role with a calling. And it's wonderful that the door
Yeah.
opened for you, and well done for that promotion from logistics to aircraft maintenance. Um, I'm sure
Yeah.
that that has been a feather in your cap. And are you enjoying the change and the challenges that those have presented?
Oh yeah, I think yeah, there are challenges, of course, and most of them are not really the easiest ones. But I think with time and with experience, it's getting easier and easier to face all those challenges. And with the help of with the support of the whole team, with the chief engineer and with the program manager assisting and helping, supporting behind, it's all getting together to help with facing the challenges.
What has been your biggest challenge thus far?
Um, as an aircraft mechanic, what can I say? Now that we have one engineer away, now it's only left with me and the chief engineer at the hangar dealing with all the maintenance work, maintenance jobs. So I think now we are a little bit in a challenge because we don't have enough staff to do all the works, and now I have to play the role of the second engineer to work with the chief engineer. So there are tasks that I never used to do before, but I have to do now, and those are bringing more challenges and more challenges every time we do maintenance work. But I still need to be supervised by the chief engineer. So I think it's going well.
I know that sometimes there can be quite a lot of tension in the hangar when there's pressure and you need to get the aircraft. And can you just explain a little bit about that and what your experience has been in moving from logistics, which also I'm sure is quite demanding, to now being in the hangar where you are actually hands-on and very responsible for ensuring that that machine is operating well.
Yeah, of course, there are differences between being in the logistics and in the maintenance department. I wouldn't say it's totally the opposite, but there are difference in a way that now you work with your hand, with your you need to be concentrated in the work, fully concentrated. Otherwise, you would have something missed or forgetting how it's supposed to be done. About the pressure, I can say, yeah, there is pressure in working as a maintenance mechanic, aircraft mechanic, because we have quite a huge number of customers that are in need of our mission in Madagascar, and the aircraft are really working when their customers asking for the service. So sometimes the pilots need aircraft to be operating, and there are times when there are defects on the airplane that you need to repair quickly, as soon as possible. But we have to calculate how works are supposed to be done, how good they are supposed to be done before the aircraft can be used to fly the customer. So there is quite a balance that we need to make in performing the maintenance work, because we don't need to rush in doing the work that we are supposed to, how we are supposed to do the job. So the pressure is there actually, but I think there is a good harmony between the pilots and the engineers in how we're supposed to work together here.
Great. And if there was somebody watching right now who was interested in possibly becoming a part of the MAF family, how would you suggest that they prepare themselves or ready themselves to join the family, to join the team?
I think the first thing we have to, the first character we need to have is to be humble, because we are here to serve the people, and we need to put the people we are serving in higher position, that we can serve them as how we are supposed to be. And we are called by God to be humble and to serve the others. I think if you are humble enough to do that, then I think that's already a big good start in joining MAF. And also we have to be able to work together with the whole team, because MAF is one family and each department depend on the others. So there should be a good harmony between all the departments. And I think MAF also is a family more than just a workplace. It's a family. So you need to be ready to be part of that family in every way, and to live the spirit of the family wherever you are, whether you are at home or outside, or not always not only in the MAF place. So I think that would be a good start for a person to become a MAF family, part of the MAF family.
Thank you. That's such great advice. Having been on the mission field, that certainly would put people in very good stead, having had the experience that we've had. And as long as your heart is right and you're there to
Yeah, exactly.
people, you're halfway there. Provided obviously you have the qualification,
Yeah,
or in your case, the initiative, and obviously you were doing a very good job in logistics and have now landed yourself in the hangar, which I think is wonderful. So I don't know if you're aware, but there currently is a position, not in Madagascar, unfortunately,
yeah,
but in Uganda.
yeah,
So yeah,
yes,
hopefully there will be some interested individuals who have actually got the right qualifications as a licensed aircraft maintenance engineer, who would be
yeah.
in finding out more. So if there is anybody who is actually watching, please check the link below and find out more, and please do apply. Fanova, it's been such a privilege speaking to you and getting to know a little bit about you. Um, I could sit and chat here for ages, but your time is precious, and you need to get home to your family. So I just want to say a big thank you, and we really look forward to continuing this around the world event. And a highlight for me will be that our next stop will be in Papua New Guinea. So, Vanuva, we
Oh,
do all the best in your um, career, if we can call it that, your purposeful career, and your daily walk um, with the Lord and in MAF, and keep up the great work. And hopefully, we will talk again sometime.
yeah. Thank you, Camila, and thank you very much for inviting me to this meeting. It's a pleasure for me to be part of your project, and I wish you all the best with the project and good trip in your traveling.
Thank you. Fortunately, I don't need my ID, but another fortunate thing is that I don't need my mask.
Exactly.
So you take good care, Fanuva, and thank you for your precious time once again.
Okay, thank you very much, Camila.
Could you please say
All the
goodbye to
best.
us in your language?
Okay, Veluma and Manrapiauna.
Vilundra and Mandra Piona.
Yeah, Veluma and Manrapiauna.
Okay. Well, we'll leave it at that. Goodbye.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Goodbye and
Okay, bye. See
take
you.
care. Bye, Fanuva.
Okay, thank you. Bye, Camila.